roll that footage.
Or
If
not.
I can find.
We've been off a week, so.
Sam Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
I mean, to leave it to the dry humor of T-Man 978 to say yes, we were indeed off a week. My mouse hand is a little bit slow, but we're back after a week hiatus to do an 11/11 show. How about that? Anyway, if you're watching us here, one, thank you very much. We love our audience. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to do a couple things for us. Make sure that you kielbasa slam that like button, because it really helps us out. Make sure, if you're not already, you hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and also check the link in the description below for our Teespring store. We've got some awesome merch on there. We've got some of the best priced podcast shirts out there designed by Mr. Joe Crab down there. And you can help out our channel and look good doing it. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight after being off for a week. But let's, I guess, first figure out how everybody's doing. Dave, see some big changes behind you, behind that figure action shirt. Why don't you tell us how the hell you're doing and if you got anything cool?
Oh, God. Well, as you saw, the basement is done. That's right. And I am slowly starting to put it all back together. This setup right here, this was my missus' idea of having basically a little octagon here. Oh, hold on, Michael. Little Blair Witch moment right there. So having the glass display cases here, I'm going to put the high end or... Someone trying to say something?
No, clear my throat.
I need to have like the audio clip of the classic song. Let me clear my throat.
Technically,
Old man noises.
The Beastie Boys did it first before DJ Cool, but I digress. Photo station's getting set up. Crafting table's gonna be set up over there. I'm setting up the old school video game station, and it is going to be very exciting. And yes, I will be putting some kind of tour up either on the TikToks, on the Instagrams, or just on this channel because yeah. And as far as stuff, yeah, I got a hell of a lot of stuff. I think I might even be missing some stuff that I'd gotten between now and last week.
I know I am.
From Team Amazon, I got In Space Blue Ranger as well as the Silver Psycho Ranger, which when I got this box, I thought I was getting the Scorpina and Aisha Yellow Ranger, but actually that's what this label says. So this was mislabeled, which is not a bad thing because I just reordered the Scorpina and I was looking for these guys anyway. So now I will have a complete Psycho Ranger set.
Win-win.
Weird moment in GameStop today. I couldn't remember if I already had these guys. So,
Oh, no.
In Space Black, Lost Galaxy Blue. I'm looking for my box stuff. I still have the receipts for these just in case. It was kind of one of those weird moments. I hate it when that happens. Only reason I picked them, yeah, they were $19. I may already have these then.
The last time I saw Black and Blue in GameStop was when Chris Chan got tackled by the police.
But the reason I picked them up was because I found the yellow A squad, which I am now going nuts trying to find the rest of them because now I've got two of the A squads, which if you ever watched SPD, this is actually just really cool, the idea of Power Rangers that basically became not like Psycho Rangers corrupt, like these guys just actually were corrupt police officers. So yes, I know I should keep a checklist. I know. But,
I'm surprised he didn't make a joke there. I'm surprised he didn't say you should keep a short list.
Anyway,
hey, it's well deserved.
Did not mean to find these. I actually was really serious about trying to stay away from these, but then after I got them in hand, I got Lynx. I got the Chaos Agent. And I got the Midas Rex.
As you should.
And when I was there, I finally found this guy. He's not in the best box, but I really don't care. I found me a Galvatron.
Does he have the correct shoulders?
Probably not.
It's easy to see.
Am I not supposed to be looking at screw holes?
It would be smooth. Like you would see no screw holes, and it would be smooth.
And then he's got the correct shoulders.
Nice. Yeah, all the ones I've seen, because I've seen Ultra Magnus and Galvatron back on the shelves, and all the Galvatrons have had the right shoulders. Thank God.
And then it would not be a week if I didn't give Todd some love. And I actually finally got myself a nice, good old-fashioned generic Superman. Kind of wish his trunks were red, but aside from that, this is pretty much the same body as the Red Sun Superman, which was an awesome Superman. So I'm finally get myself a nice, good generic Superman.
Double elbows.
Yep, he got the double elbows.
Sweet.
So, interesting factoid here. Big Boy says Lightning collections are popping up at Ross, but for $16.
Considering the 20th GameStop, I wouldn't have a problem with that. And then I picked up a whole bunch of bookcases. I got a new computer desk, and yeah, I'm back in business, baby.
Right on.
I think you might have get Zuri Bliss for a penny on GameStop website. 3 of them.
Which one was that?
From the last movie, with she had the helmet, the gold helmet, and the red outfit. She liked Poe.
Yeah, she was the.
Oh, I still haven't. I still haven't seen that movie.
You're not missing anything. I can say that because Matt's not here. But Mr. Joe Crab is here.
Yes, he is. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. How you doing?
The day just got that much better.
I was totally prepared to be on last week too, and you guys were like, "Oh no, we're gonna take the week off." And it had to troll, all the fans were here waiting. They were eagerly anticipating our show, and they got rickrolled basically.
They got T-rolled.
T-rolled.
They felt T-pain.
That was
good. Was that our most disliked video?
Well, we wouldn't know because they took away dislikes.
Oh, really?
Well, they're about to.
No, it's already rolled out for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I can't see public dislikes anymore.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, what's up?
You remember you know the joke about gaslighting, right?
No.
I told it to you last week, remember?
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh, Dave. I miss you already, Dave.
We had to make up for lost time.
Yeah, that's right. So I do have some stuff, but I don't have it here with me to show. But I did get that Tactics Waistcoat from Waist Coast. I can't even say his name.
Tactical Waistcoat.
Yeah, Waistcoat, whatever.
Toy World Bumblebee movie.
Formerly known as Freedom Leader. I got that guy at TFCon, and I got one of those little dudes. But that's it. I didn't bother bringing him in because he's so freaking huge. I haven't really messed with him all that much. That's it. I really don't have much of a haul. If you're seeing anything on the Facebooks, if you're privileged enough to know me on the Facebooks, you will see that I have a house now. It's basically looks like a house. It's got a roof and everything. So yeah, I mean we can't move in, but it's just wood. But it's starting to look like a house. So we're actually going to go this weekend and check it out and actually walk around it.
Nice.
Yeah, hopefully they have all the stairs in so we can actually walk upstairs and everything. And the kids can see their rooms, but it's coming along. And now we got the banks involved now. We're really ramping up. So we've started the whole, home loan, whatever rate's going to be and all that stuff. So it's getting close. It's happening. It's getting reals.
Do you have like an ETA for like when you'll actually be able to start living there?
Right now they're saying end of January. So, I mean, yeah, really there is no like actual set settlement date because there's too much construction that has to happen between now and then that there could be stuff that delayed, and you just don't know how it's going to shake out. But last I got an update was they feel pretty confident by the end of January we should be settled, and then we can start moving in. So if anyone's thinking about like doing any home improvement projects and ordering lumber or windows or anything like that, just wait. I don't want anybody to like steal any of my materials that are coming to my house. Just wait. Put it off. Put it off the next year.
I wish I could put things off till next year, but
mine was a little pressed. So
yeah, you know what, Dave, you just did a project at your house that probably slowed my house down. You know,
I took your ceiling tiles.
Oh, you took my ceiling. I don't think I'm gonna have any ceiling tiles because I'm not gonna have a basement. I'm not gonna have a basement.
Well, then you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I'm good.
All we took was carpeting. We got this, dude. We got this awesome groutless faux tile. Oh my gosh, this stuff is like not cold in the morning. It's fun to walk on barefoot.
You know you really reach like peak oldness when you're excited about like your floor tile.
Hey, my New Balances are on order. No,
that's when you
have not hit that level yet.
Like I always say, it's like when you become Hank Hill. That's like when you know.
Zero.
Did you actually point it out to Meg? Like, Meg, by golly, look at these floor tiles. Look how amazing they are and how good they feel on your bare feet.
It's like walking on cloud nine. I tell you what. Well, let's talk about cloud 978. T-Man. How the hell? Damn, that was a crack. How the hell are you?
Good. I got the figure of the year.
Hell yeah.
She's figure of the year. Wait till I do the review.
I thought Bandai America gave you the figure of the year.
Oh yeah, them too. I got this Legend of Zelda Game & Watch a day early.
Wait, you didn't do the treasure chest? Nice.
Oh, I wish I had the button. But you can actually play the clock. It actually will move around where you want it to go. Thanks to ExtraZero, you found Agent Carter here. And Waspinator.
Go figure, the day I like get you your Waspinator, he shows up on us.
Yeah.
But to be fair, he was regular, the old retail, not the $22.99. So.
Oh. Yeah, and I wouldn't have had it that day. But I got Miles Morales finally. And Jules from Fortnite.
Oh yeah, I got a whole bunch of Marvel Legends I didn't show you guys. Oh, it's not a deal.
Got the retro card. Sandman. Retro card. Mr. Fantastic.
My Sandman isn't coming to like freaking December.
And the Thing, his paint is actually good. I thought it wasn't good. I thought it was just going to be plain orange, but it's like varying colors. It's varying shades of orange.
You know what that Mr. Fantastic is like?
What is it like?
Like the lab coat in the fingers. It's like the proctology exam nightmare.
Oh.
There's a photograph I should take.
Bandai America sent me these Stranger Thing Demo Gorgon and Demo Dog. And I'm doing a giveaway on my channel for them. Only one person entered. I don't think anybody watched the video up to the point where I actually said giveaway. And then I got
the video saying there's a giveaway at the end.
I titled giveaway, unboxing and giveaway. And actually do have this dude, Robot Paradise of acoustic wave.
He does
And
look
he
good
is
in robot
superior.
mode.
Yes, he does. I like the cassette player mode. Look at this. Look at that balance. With the blue frenzy in there, it makes his chest look like it's blue, like the cartoon.
I saw somebody print a blue, just took a blue piece, not print, but took a blue piece of construction paper, and that like instantly made it better.
That probably will work because this shows, even though it's like it is tinted blue, but it's not bright enough, of course, to illuminate. But the fact that you can see the color through there, that's good. And then finally, this thing came in. It is huge, and I didn't know it was coinciding with the House of M people. I have like every other character on this box, which is cool. This
No.
thing is heavy.
Where are you gonna put him?
The same place. I have other random stuff just taking up space on the floor like furniture.
He's gonna sit next to you, like.
Oh, well played. Well played.
But yeah, I'm probably gonna be opening this in the middle of the show, and
That's a
try
big
to stay close up 10:30.
Is that going to replace Metroplex?
He might replace Triptychon.
No,
I have
remember-
Unicron right here and Triptychon right there, so he's gonna be replacing Triptychon.
Well, no, remember, long-time viewers of the show will remember. You used to always break out Metroplex when you were ready to like go to bed. You'd be playing with him, spinning him around. That's how we knew.
Oh yeah. Well, he's over in the corner now, so he can't hurt nobody. No.
All right.
But that's it for me. I need to turn my heat down. I'm burning up.
Yeah, it's been a warm week actually. It's like you wouldn't even think it's November when, like last week it was like cool. I'm like, okay, fall's here.
Man,
And
the
this week it's
lighting
been-
is even better over here. I'm just noticing this.
Dave, you're glowing.
I saying this is
Well, how are you doing, Zero?
Well, thank you for asking. I am I'm doing pretty well. So I've had another week of getting the house ready. I've been getting my basement back in order. So hopefully, much like Dave, I'll be able to start getting stuff up on shelves within the week. I've got my shelves arranged.
Hey kiddo.
I'm just not sure if it's the way I want to arrange the shelves permanently. But hopefully I can get, start getting bots on shelves, and then I'll do a tour of the new basement and the new layout. And yeah, really looking forward to it. It's an interesting layout because it's like my space for robots is about the same size as what I had in the old house. So a lot of my like Marvel Legends and Black Series stuff, it's actually going to go up here in my office. And I'm going to have a lot more art hung up in the bar area. And probably all my video game toys are going to go in the bar area since I'm turning it into a barcade. I've got like my Raspberry Pi ready to go. I've got my 1-Up arcade ready to go. If the Pac-Man at Walmart hits clearance, I might change what I want for Christmas. So I'd like to have my Mortal Kombat and Pac-Man. So we'll see. But as for acquisitions, I got... the first thing I got the next Shattered Glass figure, the Megatron. Mine actually came with a pretty big paint defect. Like all the paint on the bottom of his jaw was like scraped off, and I tried fixing it, but it made it worse. So I contacted Hasbro Pulse, and I asked them like, hey, is it possible to get a replacement? And they said that they didn't know, and I was like, okay. And they're like, well, we'll put in a replacement order for you. So I got, interestingly enough, I'm not sure if this was them. I'm going to call them in the morning. But I got 2 mysterious packages today from USPS. One was Paleotrex and the other one was Earthrise Hoist. And it was from this company called Caramundi. I'm not really sure like if that's affiliated with Hasbro or not. So I'm gonna call them and be like, is that what you guys sent to me? Because they were like, oh, if we don't have him, we'll send you something that's the same price. Because it's like with the comic, he's like $50. So if they sent me like Paleotrex and Hoist, I'm like, that's not really an equivalent. Their customers, yeah, their customer service is like so hit or miss. Like it's like if you're selling something that's like 1 per customer, 2 per customer, have some in reserve in case you ship the wrong thing, or if you just if something's broken. So I'm not sure if I'm Cardamundi. Thank you. Yeah, but I'm not sure if that's who they would use to ship a replacement. So we were out for a couple weeks. I did get a couple cool things in that time. I got my barbecue, and fortunately mine does not have any issues with the hips. The head on mine was a little loose. I just hit it with some Kiki, but otherwise this guy's pretty much perfect. Actually, there's his axe. His axe just fell off my desk.
Cardamundi is a card company?
Yeah, I'm just gonna call Pulse and be like, was this you guys? Is that? Because I mean, basically, my my cousin's kid, he's interested in Transformers because I'm interested in Transformers. So otherwise, they're just gonna go to him for Christmas. Like they're gonna go in the pot of things I got him for Christmas.
They are a playing card company.
Yeah.
There's nothing about Transformers from them.
Yeah, and I'm curious, like how they had like my name and my address. So I'm really
in the U.S.
Yeah. Well, the box actually came from Massachusetts. So I'm really curious, like where and why this was shipped to me. I'm trying
to have to do detective work.
Yeah. Wait, they're in Texas. Well, we've got one in Texas, and they have one in Massachusetts.
Oh, Andrew's got some intel here.
That's it.
That is their.
Okay. Yeah, so that makes sense, but that's a lousy replacement for what is a collector's piece. Like, hey, we're gonna send you like a First Wave Kingdom figure and a First Wave Earthrise figure. Here you go, be happy. But I guess the silver lining is Deluxe actually has a spare Shattered Glass Megatron.
He would.
Yeah, well, he's like, dude, I'm gonna send it to you. So that really made my day. And like, I gotta figure out something to do for him.
Maybe you can still call him up and haggle. Like what else do you want? Like right. Maybe they'll throw something else in the pot.
Well, and that's the thing too. I wish that they would be like, oh well, we don't have this, but we can do this, because I would have been like, okay, well, send me another Ravage, because he's still in stock, and I just would have left it in the box. I would have thrown the one box away and just kept the one sealed in the box. Or I would have said, okay, well, hey, this is on pre-order, cover the cost of it. But yeah, Pulse's customer service is really hit or miss. Like, and they need to have replacement parts. I was shocked when I needed a replacement part for my Unicron, and they were able to provide it to me. But yeah, really hit or miss. But back on Pulse, I did get my PulseCon Zartan, who is awesome, and have a little neat trick for making his color change. And he's blowing his hood off too. Well, look, he blew himself.
God, I can't remember when mine's expected to come in.
But yeah, it's a neat gimmick. He's a neat figure. I like him. I also I think I'll probably put the Dreadnought mask on him when I get him on the shelf. But for now, I'll probably put the Dreadnought mask on the original Zartan that I have, so he can kind of be like a troop builder or something.
It smells like new sneakers.
What's that?
I said the Sentinel smells like new sneakers.
Let's see, what else did I get? Oh yeah, I met up with T-Man yesterday, and thanks to the might of his red card, I was able to get a Road Rage, and mine still has the issues that Trax has, but a little Kiki helps with her tolerances. So I'm just glad to have her. I knew I kind of knew what to expect getting this figure. So it is what it is. And then also I too got my Gamerverse Miles, so he can now go with my Gamerverse Peter. And I love these effects pieces on him. I just gotta say, oh, they're kind of wigging out because of the green screen. But yeah, definitely. I mean, I watched T's review. I agree with him wholeheartedly on the unmasked head. But if you're like me and you held out on getting a Miles for a while, because you're kind of waiting on a good looking suit design, this is the one to get. The Into the Spider-Verse one, I did pass on because I was like, do I want to get the Sentinel one? I don't know. Just that never had that in the cards to get that one. One final thing too. I going back to my Waspinator. I don't know if anybody noticed. Oh, he's invisible. Let me turn off my green screen for a second because I got to show this off and I got to shout him out. And I definitely want to make a video on these. I have my photo booth over here, and I actually dug out my tripod. So hopefully on Sunday I can make some content for the channel. But so I ordered this stinger piece from Larkin's Lair. Check out his Etsy shop. I'll put it in the link in the description for tonight's episode. Ordered this from Larkin, and I love this piece. He does a great job with his 3D prints. I really have to say. And I was just like, yeah, this piece looks awesome. And I was looking forward to having that to complete the look of my Waspinator. Well, Larkin, being the good dude he is, he sent me like a whole catalog of 3D prints. He sent me the gun for Shadow Panther, which is super, super well done. He sent me the gun for Cheetor, which, this one needs a little bit of paint, but, I have been trying to find our acrylic paints because I know I can pick out some of the details in pink and gold. He sent me the kit he has for Galvatron, which has really, really good color match. Oop, knocked off that gun. Really good color matching on here. These are the filler pieces for the forearms. He also sent me the little filler pieces, the screw hole covers, but I don't need them because I have the thick shoulders on mine. He sent me another piece, and this one's really awesome. The tailpipe for Wreck-Gar, which also is awesome because you can actually use it to extend his little pinwheel of death. He also sent me Wreck-Gar's gun. He sent me the gun extensions for Rhinox. And lastly, but not leastly, it's over here. He sent me the toy gun for the toy comic version of Galvatron, which is awesome because Lance is sending me the Generation Select Galvatron. So I'm going to have that really soon. So Larkin, dude, thank you so much. I just ordered one thing. I think you probably saw the name on there, and I really appreciate it. Those prints are awesome. It really made my day opening those. So I hope you see it, and I'm going to get a video together just kind of going through those add-on kits and how they work. One more he sent me too were the filler pieces for the Cybertronian Bumblebee, which are also really well done with color matching. So again, Larkin, thank you so much. Really appreciate those pieces and awesome work. I can't recommend your work enough for the cost of it and the construction, the value. It's all there. So definitely check him out. Check out his Etsy shop and his YouTube channel, Larkin's Lair.
He had a really good review the other day. God, what was he watching? What was he reviewing? That was pretty awesome. His reviews are easily some of the most underrated reviews out there.
Absolutely. Now, says Zero is going to do content. It's a miracle. I've been meaning to do it. Having the photo booth up. Let me pan over just a little bit so everyone can see. Yeah, it's a mess over here. But there's the photo booth. This is the same photo booth that one Mr. Deluxe Baldwin uses. So if it's good enough to be his review station, I can do some content in there. Let's talk some toy news. We got a lot of cool stuff to talk about this week.
Let's talk about toys, baby. Let's talk about things for you and me. Let's talk about all the plastic, all the imports. Never mind.
You done there?
Let's talk about toys.
Let's talk about toys.
Wow, that light is bright.
About toys. Dun, dun. I'm gonna get gypped again, aren't I?
Not gypped, but I might do a classic if I can find it. Oh yeah.
This man.
All right, let's talk about the big reveal for Studio Series, and I can't believe these are Studio Series.
Same.
So out of nowhere, these came from the Transformers Instagram page of all places. We get a look at a whole bunch of new Bumblebee movie, and I think we kind of knew these were coming. Or they were quietly.
I thought they were at Prime versus Prime's house.
You know what would be some real shit is if we found out he was like the photographer for like Hasbro.
I want his job. I want that job.
So first up, we got the Voyager class Soundwave. I think the first reaction was, "What the fuck is that vehicle mode?" But if you know, Transformers crossovers are pretty big, and Hasbro makes a lot of the Marvel, the Marvel Legends. So it's a Goblin glider.
Yeah, there you go.
With Goblin booty.
I like the one that was floating around where it was Luke Skywalker's binoculars.
It could be that too.
Or that chicken, the turkey.
It's funny. I just got.
You know what it looks like? It looks like those little creepy things from Half-Life.
Head crabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had those.
You never hit them with the tiny comb?
No, I just never had head crabs.
Yeah.
They make a special shampoo.
Darkman Florida says, being completely honest, the robot mode's the only good thing about these. I can't say that for all of them. I think this is like, this knocks it out of the park with the robot mode. And apparently too, we'll get to him in a minute, but Ravage can fit in his chest. Then we get the Ratchet, which to me this looks an awful lot like the
Planet X.
War. Yeah, it looks like
War yeah. It looks a ton like it. Like since they never made that toy, they came up with this.
Yeah.
I mean, like in the right way. Like it reminds me of that Planet X one.
Yeah. I think he looks great. I think the vehicle mode looks good too for what it is. It's like a.
I don't know what they are, but all of the vehicle modes look good. Especially him.
Brawn, yeah.
Him and Wheeljack. I want Wheeljack yesterday.
Yes. I think Brawn really steals the show here. I think this is an awesome design for Brawn.
Well, he steals the show for the right reasons.
Yes.
Some steal the show for the wrong reasons.
Also, really like the paintwork on this guy too. Like how they picked out. It's like they needed to. They didn't have to. They'd get an excuse if they didn't. But I like how they picked out like the rim of the helmet here.
I'm impressed.
I wonder if he has a big backpack, because where does all that come from?
Well,
actually, are those legs in the front?
Yeah, that looks like the legs because you can see the foot there, and that looks like the back of it. I'm just curious where this drill piece goes.
They have really good alt modes for things that don't look like they transform.
Yeah.
What I'm really like, apparently a lot of the ones, because I was noticing that also with Wheeljack, not with Wheeljack, but with Ratchet, but also look at Wheeljack, like how the wheels are inside his legs there.
Yes.
So I think like the wheels will probably unfold down the sides, which I actually have always liked that kind of transformation because it gives it a seamless side as well as a better looking leg.
Yeah.
Like Ratchet had that. If you look at how Ratchets are.
Yeah. And then we get
Down Ravage! Down Ravage!
yeah,
Oh,
very excited Ravage.
Looks terrible.
I think if you take this and I think this is probably a piece for Soundwave. Now in the comments, yeah, Big Boy is saying these look awesome. Soundwave should have been a leader, or well, actually, he is a Voyager. Soundwave is a Voyager, but I think it would have been nice if they just said, "Hey, we're going to give you Ravage and Soundwave in the same package."
I'm with you on that.
But then they would have had to make them cheaper.
Yeah. Giant Mind said, since these are not using real-world vehicles, I'm pretty sure Hasbro is going to milk these in Generation Selects. Then this one's interesting. We get another core class, but it's Shockwave. So, I mean,
that can't. That's a core class.
Yeah,
this is a core class.
Yeah. That was a little bit of that was probably the biggest letdown for me because I like Shockwave and I've enjoyed when he's a larger figure. I never got a chance to get that Studio Series one, which looked absolutely.
No, they're gonna make one. He's gonna be leader or Voyager.
Well, yeah, absolutely. It just makes you wonder though why they're doing. Are they going to go back and actually commit to doing the big characters in core class? Because that the Legion class really got popular with like the Revenge of the Fallen line, where they're like, oh hey, you can get little tiny simple versions of like Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, instead of having to pay like at the time $40 for the Optimus Prime. A kid could go into a store and pay $5.
Oh, it's like with Prime and there's the Prime Cyberverse figures. I absolutely loved those. I bought every damn one of them I could. But there's something, I don't know, a little lackluster with the core class, especially when you're having all the Voyager, and Shockwave being Shockwave gets the little one.
It just makes me wonder, like, what else they're going to do for core class here. Because, like, at least, like, with Kingdom and they did core class, it was like, oh, okay, well, hey, they've released the Arc. And that makes your core class, you have, like, a play pattern for them. So is this just a case of, like, hey, we're going to do, the way we're going to extend the life of Studio Series is we're going to do Tiny Studio Series. Because I know they also said they're going to do Wheelie and, the Wheelie from the Bayverse. And that they're going to do Brains.
I'm thinking since they gave us Starscream, Megatron, and Soundwave, they wanted to do Shockwave, but they didn't want to do Gun Shockwave.
It was a jet.
Well, I would say if they didn't want to do Gun Shockwave, they should have done the same trick they did with the last core class Shockwave and the leader class Shockwave. So.
Yeah, I still have the Legends one, so I probably won't be getting this.
Yeah, Initabi says core class Soundwave the best one so far. I like the fact that you can take that core class one and just put them in with your other bots, or you can hide them in with like your masterpiece stuff. He's a very versatile figure. Also, they're doing eco-friendly packaging with it looks like eco-friendly packaging with the core class Studio Series, but it still looks nice.
I don't hate the eco. There's one very, very positive thing about the eco-friendly packaging, and that it really doesn't make you want to do the box hoarding.
Yeah, it does encourage people to open their figures.
I mean, Lightning Collection, for example, I thought had some of the best looking boxes, and I collected every damn one of those boxes until I had to move, and it broke my heart throwing them out. But once I got them out, I was okay because those boxes look so damn good. These eco ones, I'm like, tear it up, enjoy the figure.
Someone's gonna hoard boxes, and there's gonna be a whole bunch of dead centipedes in there with the figures. There's also one more Studio Series figure that was quietly revealed. Prime versus Prime, of course. Got this guy. This is a updated deco, and he has a different head sculpt. This is the Cybertronian Bee with the correct head sculpt, and he's also a little bit brighter.
What did he have before?
So he has a comparison here. This is the old one on the left and the new one on the right. So in vehicle mode, he's a little bit brighter. And then if you, did he not compare? Okay, here we go. So here he is compared. I'm sorry, no, he's a little bit darker. But yeah, he's a little bit darker, and he also has the correct head sculpt for his Cybertronian mode.
Well, you know what? I think. Oh wait, did the Jeep mode have that regular head?
No, the Jeep mode had the battle mask. So I think he actually compared it. Nope, I am wrong there. The Jeep mode actually did have the regular head.
Yeah, I think I popped the head off of that and put it on the other one.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I'm surprised that Hasbro didn't do? Because you know how much they love to milk a mold for repaints?
What's that?
Why did they give us a green one for Wasp?
Generation Selects.
I'm
Well,
just-
actually, they don't even need to because they're doing that Nest Bumblebee for no reason.
I'm just saying, that was probably one of my favorite things of animated was Wasp.
Wow.
Jeremiah says it's still probably got the same leg issues that Cliff Jumper and the first Bumblebee have. Yep.
More than likely.
All right. Next up, this one's actually pretty exciting. We get some stock images of Pterosaur, although don't expect the stock images to be that great. We get a very mistransformed Pterosaur here.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got a
Not
very
doing
long
his voice.
torso.
I am not doing his voice.
And then what's exciting about it, though, is we get a good look at the pterodactyl mode and some of his accessories here.
I am having no angst of not buying this right now.
I got it on pre-order.
Enjoy.
I've never had a G1 pterosaur.
I hope you enjoy your purchase. I am happy if you are happy with your purchase.
He's this is terrible photography. I mean, you get a good look at the pterodactyl mode, but I think if you have him in a flying pose, which you should, he's gonna look much better.
Hasbro, hire me. I will make that look so much better.
Hire anybody.
Next up, we got a couple more, and I guess you know what, Dave, I'm gonna cheer you up here.
Oh,
because we get to do this.
This week in repaints.
So we actually are getting a couple new vintage figures, but they're not exact reissues. So like the Megatron, Optimus Primal, Beast Wars reissues, they were a little bit different. Like Optimus Primal was missing the red in his chest. Megatron's head was painted completely black. I think Rat Trap was kind of like what he was before. Cheetor was kind of a hybrid of the two different Cheetors. But Tigatron here, he looks like he's getting a more show-accurate deco, which I don't think any of the Tigatrons previously had. I think the Japanese Tigatron was more of like a weird green. I'm gonna go on TF Wiki right now and confirm that for myself.
Yeah, I think it was green. I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah. But so here we're getting a
They
more
updated Cheetor too, right?
Yeah, Cheetor, like I said, Cheetor is kind of like a hybrid where he had metallic blue and I think he had green eyes for the. I have him in a box over in a corner. I just don't want to get up right now. But yeah, they changed that, and like I said, Rat Trap was still mostly the same. So actually, I'm looking here now, and yeah, this looks like the Takara version for the most part.
Huh.
So
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, the original Tigatron was more of a yellow, like he wasn't orange, but he was like an off-white with silver and silver accents, silver face. Whereas this is like a reissue of the Takara one. The next one up, and of course we actually get some pictures here, close up.
This head is over a pound.
What's that, T?
So this head is over a pound.
Next one up is the reissue of Scorponok, and I think this was one that Prime versus Prime got, but we didn't see the box.
That one looks really pretty.
Yeah. So this is a brand new deco. The Japanese.
Another one I never had.
My cousin had this. I gave it to my cousin for his birthday, like in that weird period of time where I was like publicly too old to have something like that, but I still wanted it.
This looks better than the Kingdom one.
It's not more than 30, maybe.
Yeah, it's hard to.
I think it looks better than Kingdom.
I think once you get the Kingdom one fixed, I mean, the Kingdom one looks more like the show, but I think as far as a toy goes, yeah, this is definitely. I like the look of this better. Benjamin looking, why can't they take good pics? I kind of think that I'm wondering at this point if there's like some sort of trolling going on for like the bad stock photos.
Probably.
But yeah, like T said, this is going to come down to price. I'm thinking he'll probably be like 25 to probably like Voyager class price point. I think if they're charging current deluxe prices for the old deluxes, hopefully for the megas they'll charge Voyager prices. Hopefully. And also, hopefully, the tail gimmick in him works well, because the tail gimmick in Megatron did not work very well. So, hopefully, all those gears and all are.
You bought the Megatron reissue?
Yeah, I got him and Primal. Thought he was sitting over here.
I couldn't do it. That box was so empty for Primal. And it just looks so plain.
Yeah, but it's a very dense, heavy figure.
So, let me know when they're $30.
Will do. Next up, and this one's actually kind of unexpected. This is a little bit of a spoiler for anybody getting the Jurassic Park crossover figure, which apparently Amazon has started to ship. But there's a neat little spoiler here. In the box, Mr. DNA.
Oh.
So.
There's worse DNA that could be left in a package.
Yes.
Wait, is it real? Is it just a drawing?
It's just a little printout of him. But it's a neat, very neat little Easter egg, in my opinion. And last up, you guys remember that YOLO Park Optimus Prime?
What?
So there is an officially licensed non-transforming Optimus Prime from the Bumblebee movie. In his Earth mode, he's got a crap ton of bells and whistles. It's huge.
Sweet.
This is the one where we were looking at it probably a little bit over a year ago. When you move his arm, he actually has gears and things that turn. It's really, really exquisitely detailed.
That's like the size of that what was it? The Mega Action? Is that maybe even bigger than that?
It's bigger. Yeah.
That's the size of my daughter.
I mean that chick there is probably not that tall, so
probably not.
And like $800.
No, higher.
Oh yeah, 2,000 something.
Ooh,
higher.
What?
Yeah. So I was reading about
You
it
only
here.
live once, man.
The translated price tag is $2,750.
YOLO part.
Does
YOLO
it come with
part.
the
You know
APB?
what? The crazy thing about this is that Kevin's got to buy 3 of these. His kids aren't going to have a Christmas.
I have to put his head on like Fred Sanford. He's like, "This is a big one."
I don't know how he does it. He buys all that crap and still buys more.
Well,
That's because he
eventually,
keeps stealing stuff from his basement, right?
they transform into your house.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Um,
You know what? Somewhere out there, some reviewer is buying it.
yeah, I
Oh,
watch
yeah,
it.
definitely.
Prime versus Prime will get it.
Don't
And then
sell out of these.
we'll live
things. They'll sell every
vicariously.
single one.
Or Javi. Somehow he gets all that expensive stuff.
There's this guy I follow on TikTok who always gets these crazy statues and things like that. He's got to be getting that.
Oh. It's
I love
another
Optimus.
YouTube like that.
I'm very happy to have the 3A one. I got that at a very good price.
I'm No, I got the HasLab Sentinel. I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like one of the things. Like I like that they even captured the detail in the eyes. It's like I envy anybody
that's a great question. Did Pate get this?
that.
He had it on pre-order.
Yeah.
I don't think he got it yet.
MGO probably will get this.
How do you?
Pick buys stuff and then doesn't even open. He doesn't even open a Unicron yet.
Jesus.
That Unicron never did sell at TFCon, did it?
Probably not.
Well,
I mean,
when they film these reviews, they're gonna have to zoom way the fuck out. You're gonna see their entire setup when they go to review this thing.
Right.
I think the thing about that Unicron is like anybody going to TFCon and saw it there, they're like, okay, well that's awesome, but then you got to figure out the logistics of getting it home, and that adds to the price tag. Like not everybody there is local, so then I don't even know. Like I drive a Toyota Corolla, I wouldn't even know how I'd get the Unicron box in my car.
Looks like you got a hatchback. I mean, I got a hatchback. If I have a hatchback, that would have been a problem if I had driven up there.
Yeah. Oh wow, Inutabi says they have a Bumblebee, and that is $2,000. Jesus.
Wow.
All right. Well, next up, we do have a more affordable Optimus Prime. This is we don't have a price for it, but it's got to be a lot cheaper than that. So Wei Zhang had that Evasion Mode Optimus a few years back, which was just the Voyager one with a lot of tweaks and die cast, and it was made oversized. This is a completely new figure from a new company, TMT Toys, and they've got a render here of the robot mode and all those different options. I'm not sure exactly. See, this is like the one thing. If you're making an Evasion Mode Optimus,
make it just 7 years ago.
Make it 7 years ago. But also, why throw in stuff that he never had? He never had the axe. He never had the shield. He didn't have Dark of the Moon abs. Just make
boring without it.
Give him a cool ass gun. Give him the cool ass gun he had in the movie.
Oh. They showed the other movie? Oh, yes.
Yeah, so there's an actual resin prototype of the truck mode that shows you its regular masterpiece scale.
I used to want that so bad.
And then you saw it at my house and you're like, eh.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got the Takara one that could be a stand-in for Masterpiece. If you really wanted it to, considering the movie Masterpiece's quality is not too far off. And
if you're buying this, I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
I want to see more. I want to see the price. I feel like this stuff here is going to contribute to an unnecessary price point.
You have the Unique Toys one?
Unique Toys never made this mold.
Well,
I have the Takara oversized one, and I have the Black Mamba one, or the Wei Zhang
I think
one.
you're good. I think, yeah. Anyway.
Next.
All right. Next up, we got one that is a lot more exciting, and this is the X-Transbots Deathsaurus. They're calling it Zeusaurus. Now, we saw renders of this, but they actually now have gray prototype pictures here. Really just highlighting some of the sculpt work they have, and then showing him next to the Masterpiece Star Saber here.
This one's got my interest, but it's always, as always with X-Transbots, it's materials.
Price and materials.
With
Lots of face
X-Transbots,
options.
they're not always synonymous. But I always thought Deathsaurus has been a very underrated villain character.
I don't know jack about him.
He's a breastmaster.
Well,
Okay, imagine combining Dinobot, a Target Master, and Soundwave all together into one. It's like that's what he is. He turns into a dragon demon thing.
I thought it was like a griffin.
Griffin, yeah. But then his chest, he's got 2 pieces of chest armor that pop off that turn into both animals and weapons. So I mean, and he carries a big ass gun.
This looks good. I feel though, I think the success of the the HasLab Star Saber is just going to say to Takara, you know what? Let's do a Star Saber 2.0, and we'll do Victory Leo as well. To me, that says, Deathsaurus is going to be right around the corner. An official one. But I think this does look good, and that alt mode is very, very impressive looking.
yes,
And there you go. There's some breastmaster shots. Surprised I guess because it's a resin, they didn't want to actually put that on there. But I'm sure probably in the next few weeks we'll probably get a color prototype surfacing. Next up, another new company, Future Toys. I believe their first offering is going to be a Tarantulas, and they've also got a Black Arachnia, Transmetal 2 Black Arachnia here. And we got some resin prototype pictures of her.
That's looking really nice.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to the color pictures.
I am too, and I'm also kind of curious. I'm assuming that the spider abdomen pieces there's some parts forming here, because if you look at this picture, it looks like they're still on. And then if you look
at prototype, so we'll see how it.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like they're removable, and you'll probably have the smaller shoulder pad options. It sucks though. You can see in the background. There's the official masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
And we really now need somebody to make us a silver bolt.
I'm really, but the Transmetal Tarantulas, especially if I see it in a motorcycle form. I love that character design.
I was hoping that was at TFCon.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It was in that case that never got the plastic taken off of.
Oh. Did you like Beast Wars, Joe?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I enjoyed it. It just wasn't one that I really felt like I needed to kind of go all in on the figures.
Yeah.
Just wanted to have a couple of the characters.
That's what made me start collecting as a grown-up.
Beast Wars was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
G1, I stopped being interested in toys because G1 didn't have any articulation. But then when Beast Wars came out, I was like, oh, I like them, but I'm too old. But when Transmetal came out, I bought Rat Trap and it was over.
No, Darkman 4, I do not think that Deluxe would ever sell Gator Pug.
No, he would not. He would not.
He'd be in the chat like, come on now.
Now I might sell a hot dog for one, but that's about it. Hot dog.
And then last up on the third party docket, we got one I'm sure you guys are excited about. Big Firebird Toys. They got their Mocha, which is kind of a Beast Hunters RC, but not.
Ooh.
Wait, what face do she have?
It's this
Did she
new
have Playboy
face.
Blazers?
I think so.
Oh my god, she's got hair. Okay, if you ever play the video game King of Fighters, her hair is like the character Shermie, where the hair the bangs just go over the eyes. I absolutely love that.
That game, what is it called? She has blonde hair and she has like a bandana.
Near Automata.
Yeah.
I see that. I know that is much better observation.
Yeah, 2B.
I'm just wondering how many different figures they're going to be able to get around that breast mold.
As many as they can sell.
Where's Airraiser?
Yeah, where's Windblade? I just want somebody to make a good masterpiece.
That's what I meant. Windblade.
Yeah.
Windblade, yeah.
Well, Windblade's going to come out next month.
Why the heck wasn't Windblade in the Kingdom trilogy?
I don't know.
She would have been perfect for that.
You know, they went back to G1 and she's part of like the...
Yeah, they used her in the last series they did.
I'm just saying. Okay.
I'm willing to bet though, with Legacy, she'll get a figure pretty quickly since they're picking up, you know.
She probably will, because the last series was dealing with them going to different Cybertronian planets and she took up residence somewhere else, so I guess they couldn't fit her in. But they put her into Cyberverse, and it was like she was on Cybertron the whole time.
Yeah, I agree. Inutavi says the fans hobby one looks good, except she's a Porsche. I think that was like what prevented a lot of people from getting on board with that one, the wheel blade.
That was made out of the same thing mold.
Yeah, they really didn't fix that till their ace hitter. Which that's they fixed everything with that. I'm glad to the random dude at TFCon that was like, no, you got to get that one. Thank you. That may actually be one of my figures of the year.
I saw Wheelblade in the back, but that dude's prices were anything that didn't have a price on it, you knew it wasn't going to be good.
Yeah. Such is the nature of the convention.
Not hardcore, I don't care.
Let's get into some non-Transformers news here.
No effort. Nightwing, I'm just perked up.
Yeah, so G.I. Joe news. We've got Classified Waves 9 and 10. Holy crap, are we really on Waves 9 and 10 already? But the release windows, Wave 9 is supposed to have Stalker, Tomax, and Zamont. And then Wave 10, Zorana, Dusty, and the Crimson Guard. So
you only release like 2 or 3 characters a wave.
That's true, but it feels like G.I. Joe stuff dropped yesterday.
Well, we're running into Wave 2 in the store.
Yeah, and I think the scarcity and the poor distribution definitely doesn't help with that. Now it's like you can't. It's like nice you have them on the shelves finally. It was just Cobra Commander, Flint, and Lady J, which are all fantastic figures, but come on,
everybody got them.
Yeah. Second quarter of 2022, so I'm sure we'll start seeing these popping up around February and March.
And we'll all be panicking for Crimson Guard figures.
Yeah.
I think they'll be
For
readily available online, hopefully.
anybody that doesn't know. Yeah, the Cobras are definitely going to be
They have
the
yet to do a fodder Joe character.
yeah.
Right. Whoever's running this really loves the Cobra
Oh,
because they haven't even got to shipwreck yet.
Right.
and he was in almost every damn episode of that show.
Yeah, we've had technically 4 iterations of Roadblock, but no shipwreck. Super 7, Wave 2 of their G.I. Joe series has been revealed. Again, we were off. We wanted to cover this one earlier, but alas. And speaking of Lady J and Flint, they're here along with Destro and the Baroness.
That Destro is damn awesome.
These are all $45, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and they're 7-inch scale.
Oh, it makes me mad. Lady J and Flint were my favorite characters. So
There's a lot of this is based off the Mass Device episodes, I believe, that coloring.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was T that referred to her as Mom Bod Baroness.
Yeah. What you call? I think it was Robo. He put Lady J's body on top of it, and it lines up so they have the same body shape, but it just doesn't look like it from the side. Looks like she didn't have a kid or two.
I think it's the belt.
Probably. And he doesn't have.
Oh, that he's got the laughing mouth.
I pre-ordered the Mezco, so he's an easy pass for me.
Understood, but it's just.
And I don't see any waist or ab crunch.
And I love he's got the missiles on the gauntlets.
Yeah.
There's a
Probably.
lot of nice things to this.
Probably no ab crunch on there.
Oh, absolutely not.
I might get Flint or Lady J. Or both.
Uh,
Do we know how tall these are? I never
They're
see them
7-inch
compared
scale.
to any. Huh?
They're going to be taller, the 7-inch scale. Lady J does win on the accessories, though.
Oh,
with
yeah.
With the spearheads.
Yeah. You can get the effects one right there.
The face being more cartoon accurate is what I like.
I think they did a better job with her hair than I think any of the others, to be honest. Like her hair looks really well realized.
I'm shocked they didn't put the hat on.
Yeah.
But they come with a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, that price is better, but it's.
You're right. It is weird that she does come with a ton, but could have done the hat.
I don't think on the cartoon, I don't know if she ever wore the hat though.
I'm with Kato on this. I like how they look, just not a big Super 7 fan. I mean, do we have the Silverhawks on the docket?
Do we have the what?
The Silverhawks?
No. I thought we'd already covered them.
Well, they had to put some new pictures on that. The next wave of Silverhawks, they got the shoulder lasers on them. I absolutely adore everything they're doing with them, but it's just I'm not a Super 7 fan. Just something about their style just doesn't click for me.
I got the
I know
head.
Single jointed knees. That's what doesn't click with me.
I think, and again, this is just my personal thing. I like my figures with a slight stylization that doesn't look like I'm playing with a cartoon character.
But that's what we want.
Trying to find the Silverhawks thing here, Dave. You find it.
Some people have been wanting to play with this cartoon character for 40 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
think we got Joe. We boarded Joe's board.
Well, he doesn't like.
one of the things though is that we've said it a billion times on the show. It's like, hey, if you like it,
you win.
Well, not only that, but if it's something you want, it exists in action figure form at this point. for some people who were like, well, G.I. Joe Classified, they look good, but they're not exactly the take I want. Like, I know Nightwing, he's been trying to go back and customize his Joes to be the versions that he wants. For people that want like that masterpiece, super tune accurate look, like,
Nightwing.
this is it. Like, this is like.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
no. Like I said, I just sent you the Big Bad Toy link for all the Silverhawk stuff.
All right, let me.
Wait, and they'll show up.
Yeah.
We've already got like Snake Eyes and Roadblock. So Duke is probably coming.
Oh yeah, no, he is. Actually, I think the one that will be one of the most impressive figures that Super 7 makes is when they make Serpentor. That one is going to chew up the display shelf. Like, it's going to look so good. I guarantee it's just, again.
Oh, yeah.
I have the same feelings for these that Dave has for the show.
So we got well, this is Wave 2. Did they show Wave 2 before? Because we got Bluegrass, Steel Will.
No, these just got dropped. That's
okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look at that. Look at that effect piece on there.
Yeah.
I loved Silverhawks. In some ways, I like Silverhawks better than Thundercats. I know that is very sacrilegious to say, but
yeah, I can't say that. I don't remember. All I remember is the theme song.
But I mean, look at that shoulder laser effect. That is
partly mental, partly real.
I like how they do the wings on this. And again, it looks like it's jumped out of the cartoon.
I used to want one of the birds forever. I didn't care about the characters. I wanted that bird that where the wings could come forward. I forgot what I used to do. It's almost like it transformed.
Yeah, it turned into an axe.
Yeah, I had so many of the toys because I don't know if anybody remember. I know I've told the story before. Lionel Kitty City. They had these on clearance when I was a kid, so I had them all. I remember Monstar and Buzzsaw being like two of my favorites, and the birds were awesome. I mean, everybody came with one.
It was a great gimmick. All the toys themselves had some awesome themes to them, except for that guy. He was kind of stupid, but
he was a big tuning fork.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, if you're this is the epitome. If you're a Silverhawks fan, you should be like hardcore. And I like that Robo had mentioned this with the news. I like the fact that the throne for Monstar is a separate piece because that's $40 right there. So that way you don't feel like you have to spend $100 and something bucks just for the character.
Right.
And you can buy that for other people.
Yeah. Once again, I'm with Kato on this. Here we are. We're both saying how we're not Super 7 fans, but then you do this. This is like.
See, what I would do is I would have the regular Monstar sitting on the transformed Monstar's lap, like he was like reading his letter to Santa.
You're a very strange man.
Oh, we knew this.
Give me the might, the muscle of Monstar. God, why do I even remember that?
You've been very bad this year. You're not getting Jack.
My Mandela effect, I remember his name being Mumra.
That's
and I was like,
the guy from Thundercats.
Yeah, I thought, for whatever reason, I thought both of them had the same name. And I was like, wow, they're related.
Okay. Jedi mindset.
Mumra. 100%.
Mumra called down gods themselves to actually transform, but it was done in the temple, but it was much more personal. Monstar channeled the power of a planet and then bulked up with
Wasn't it a black hole that he
Black Star or something like that. But
yeah.
He channeled them. The only thing I would say, the only thing that gives Monstar the heads up is Mumra's powers were basically borrowed.
As far as games go, Mumra had the best transformation. Inutabi says, well, they both did the same thing. They transformed. Gilbert Clan says, nobody knows how shiny these will be. Wait for the V2 Deca. That is a good point. That is a very good point. Because he would
Shiny.
definitely
All right,
rock
something
with
next
some
before we lose
paint.
before we lose Joe again, so we can pull him back. Let's find something else cool.
All right, well, we got one more Super 7. I promise I'll make it brief. But this segues us into our Ninja Turtles. BBTS actually has an exclusive Super 7 figure. And it's interesting, like, none of us here really are big fans. But, I mean, these are awesome figures. So I think there's merit in getting the words out on this. I just think this is a really good-looking Raphael in disguise. I like the soft goods on him. I like the accessories here. And it's good. I think it's all around good looking sculpt here.
Did
remember him having a
did the original toy ever do that?
Yes, they actually had. I mean, they had Turtles in Disguise. I think this, this hearing device thing was I had this toy as a kid.
Why has he had a revolver? I don't remember him having a revolver.
I want to say that it was something that he actually came with.
Huh.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
I gotta fact check myself here.
It's like Mickey Mouse just coming.
I don't remember them having a disguise.
Oh, they have the disguises, but I don't
remember the cartoon and the movie.
I don't remember him being a private eye. I was like the Sam Spade, I was sitting in my office.
This might be a comic thing.
Yeah.
Especially with the gun and a goggle.
Yeah, this is more of him being like a private eye, not really like a private eye, but like a Dixon Hill Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Even has a tripod for the camera.
Trying to pull up the original toy. All I'm getting are hits for that second Turtles movie.
This looks more modern than when they came up with that tripod.
The tripod is not like, I get the little microphone thing if you're trying to be sneaky, but you're gonna set up a tripod in the middle of like an alley or a street, try to like snap some pictures of people. That's not very stealthy.
It's Ninja Turtles.
Hold on, I gotta make sure I get the perfect shot.
So you want to be famous? He comes with a black leather couch.
No.
Yes,
no.
he needs to try to get pictures of those lady turtles out of their shell.
We don't talk about Venus.
But what we can talk about is so Dave, you and I have been looking for a particular Casey Jones.
Yes.
And well, I've also been looking for April. NECA is coming out.
Casey.
It's not the same Casey, but I think honestly I no longer need the ultimate Casey Jones.
I do.
Yeah, you're getting the farmhouse, and I think this is a better. I don't know. Something about this April I think looks better to me.
I think they should have given her a smiling face. And Casey's sweatpants are definitely too tight.
I love that Casey Jones. That's like the quintessential. He's like every typical dad that had a shitty day at work. Come home, where's my beer? Go make me a sandwich.
Yeah, he reminds me of Trevor from Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yes.
Yes, with more hair.
You look
I like
dirty
that.
and everything.
I like you get the drawings.
That's what he looked like in the movie, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I
Yeah.
still want that ultimate one. That's the one I want. I mean, I like the fact they fixed her knees, though.
Yes.
He's even got a dad bod.
A little bit, yeah.
I
I think
resemble
these
that
are the
remark.
same legs that I think they're just like repurposing the legs that like the foot soldiers had, and they're just like changing the sculpt to look like sweatpants a little bit.
That would be a smart reuse.
But yeah, rather than getting the Ultimate Casey, I'm just gonna get this 2-pack, and that'll be my April and my, unmasked Casey for the shelf. Because I mean, for all intents and purposes, I could take the Casey I have, just pop the head off, and I'm good to go if I wanted to take a picture of him, unmasked. So, also have one more turtle reveal from NECA, and this one, of course, came out while we were in hiatus. But this one, another one I'm excited for, Wingnut and Screw Loose, as well as Dirtbag and Roundchuck. These already went up NECA Direct. I, of course, will wait for them to hit Target.
Didn't somebody find them?
I haven't seen them.
Or wasn't you guys? Somebody showed me like in-hand pictures of it, of the wingnut.
I think the gimmick with Groundchuck is pretty ingenious here. You can like pop him apart of the torso and actually have him like coming out of the ground.
Because he's a mole.
Yeah. And then Wingnut and Screw Loose, yeah, these guys look pretty good.
They've been cited. They're out there.
Yeah, so they'll probably be hitting Target in the next couple of weeks here.
I want them to make some characters from the Mirage series, but they won't ever make my favorite character.
Which one's that?
It was a single shot issue. It was like in the ones from the early 30s. It was issue 30 something, because it was a one shot character where this guy basically, after being jumped by the turtles, goes insane and starts seeing everybody as a turtle and kills them. It's like, and he starts, but eventually, when he actually gets the jump on the turtles, and finally he attacks them at their lair, and then Splinter starts asking him questions and basically convinces the guy that he's a turtle, so he kills himself. It's like the most messed up issue ever. I read that thing when I was a kid, and I'm like, this is not the cartoon.
All right. Next up, McFarlane. They're giving us more Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. We're getting 2 bloody variants. So,
I still got that. I still have to open that Spawn.
yeah.
I like this one. I think this is a very cool redesign for Spawn. Great. Orange and an axe.
Yeah, a bloody axe. Is that axe a little different than the one we got before?
Give me a second. I'll let you know. Give me a second.
Jay Getter says, "How about the leech that almost killed Raphael?" I also would like to see like I forget what arc it was.
That is the same. That is the same axe.
Okay.
Yep. I literally just grabbed this up, pulled that off the shelf tonight.
I need to
did I show you guys I showed you guys my custom, right?
No.
I hated the wings that came on that Redeemer.
Oh yeah.
So where are those wings from?
That is actually from the Batman Who Laughs, and I repainted the wings, but then I also had to pull the plugs out because they did not use the same damn hardware, which does not make any sense. But I think this looks so much better. And I'm going to be putting a black wash on the armor later this week. But yes, this is my custom Redeemer, and I am very, very proud of him.
This is actually not a bad deco here.
It's not a bad one, but I like the one that just came out.
Yeah. But we knew from the get-go they were going to milk that mold. I'm just waiting for Joker to come out. Like that's
Waiting
the
for all
one.
those Jokers to come out.
Well, I mean, the Mortal Kombat 11 one, I think particularly is the one that I'm looking forward to. Next up, we've got a couple new Black Series figures from the Mandalorian. We've got the Death Watch Mandalorian and Ahsoka, and I think these look really good. I'm going to get both of them. I think we got a really good likeness to Rosario Dawson here. And then the Death Watch Mandalorian, it's basically what you'd expect. I think it's using that updated sculpt they did for Boba and Jango.
Prepare to never see them.
Well,
No,
that's
I've
why.
been talking about. Everybody talks about GI Joe, but Star Wars stuff, I never see them on the show, and they don't be online.
So I mentioned earlier, T and I met up for lunch yesterday, and we went to Target, and I think I made that remark. I was like, man, you don't ever see Star Wars on the shelf anymore.
I have not seen Star Wars at my Target in 2 months.
Yeah, and it's nuts because like I thought Mandalorian was still popular. I thought that
That's the only wave I see is the Grief Cargo wave.
Yeah. I mean, you would think that they would restock Grogu. I mean, restock him and update the packaging to say Grogu so people have to double dibble. Oh, I had the child. I guess I got to get Grogu. And just I feel like the deluxe version of the Mandalorian, that should be an evergreen figure. I mean, I think that that's a figure that kids would want. If you want to get kids into collecting Black Series, you want to get younger audience into collecting Black Series, make the core figures like ones that you can always count on to be on the shelf. Your Darth Vader, your Luke Skywalker, Stormtroopers, just make them available to your fans. So, people don't walk in and see, like, again, I like Grief Karga. I think he's an awesome character. But I don't think that a random little kid's going to walk into a store and be like, is this the one figure I get? I know Winston's got the addiction to Black Series figures. And then Bad Batch, like those figures look awesome. I'm not collecting them, but,
I never did find, I got a couple of them. I never did find Wrecker. That annoyed me.
Yeah, so those
I
are
got
definitely,
Crosshairs and I got Hunter.
definitely
Great show. Last episode's a little weird, but great show.
Now, last up on the docket is a figure I know both of you guys are going to go nuts for. This is from Sentinel. This is from Into the Spider-Verse. We're getting a Penny Parker and SPDR.
You might as well say an SPDR with Penny.
Yeah.
It looks like a Reveltech figure. In every which way, shape, and form, it looks like it's a Reveltech figure with a statue.
Yeah, except this isn't, this isn't going to be
transparent joints.
They appear to be, but it's also Sentinel, so I wouldn't really worry about them so much.
Oh yeah, no, I don't. That's kind of cute.
Can it open up?
No, because Penny is a statue, so she's only just doing that one pose.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pass on that one.
He got lights?
Yeah, he's got LEDs.
As weird as it is, that's actually a deal killer for me because it's electronics I'm paying extra for.
Well, it's.
I guess
this is all he comes with. He doesn't have any different hands. Then it's probably $100 for just that, or $80.
It is so weird because the first one was the Miles was perfect. You got an amazing amount of accessories. It was an amazing figure.
It's $98.
Then the Peter B. Parker comes out with that statue head for no weird reason, which added extra money. But the figure itself looks absolutely perfect, but that price starts to go up.
Jan says, surprised they never did a Build-A-Figure for this, but they could.
Just not this one.
Yeah.
They did the comic book version of it.
Right. They could revisit this. I mean, Into the Spider-Verse is hugely popular. They're doing a sequel.
And they got to do an animated Miles with his regular outfit and not the jacket.
Right.
And I when they come out with that Ghost Spider, I'll be all over that. The Gwen Stacy Spider Gwen.
Yeah.
That one I'm pre-ordering like that. This one looks cool, but as weird as it is, it's not screaming for me. The ones I'd be screaming for is her. I'm sorry, the Gwen. That is a great picture. That is a fantastic picture.
Yeah.
And the Spider-Man Noir.
I'd be interested if they did an articulated Spider Pig or Spider Ham.
I bet you he's going to be a statue that comes with Noir.
Sadly, you're probably right. I mean, I'm also surprised no one's doing like a Kingpin or Olivia Octavius.
Olivia Octavius, I wouldn't mind. Kingpin, I did not like his design in the movie.
I liked it.
He looked like Groot. He looked like the guy from Despicable Me on steroids.
Well, I mean, I think that was kind of the point. Like, he was supposed to be like this big brick of a man.
Right, but
specifically
the Despicable Me super versus.
Yeah,
I'm weird.
Well, T, you got any impressions on that Sentinel? Have you?
Huh? Oh, this. Because you said Sentinel, I thought you meant that figure. I like it. It smells like new sneakers, which I like. The neck is too hard to turn, and if you don't turn it and you turn the head, the lights don't show up in both eyes. I did pop the caps off the knees so I could tighten the knees up.
Is the head like the standard Sentinel head? Does that, like, after you pop it back on, do you find it's like a little bit loose in spots?
No,
that's how mine was.
So far, every one of these heads that I put on it are super tight.
Yeah,
like I can barely move it.
And for me, it's just that standard Sentinel head. Like, he has like a weird zone where the head's like a little bit. It's like super loose if it's pushed down all the way. I've been meaning to just put.
Mine isn't loose at all there.
Yeah.
But,
I can fix it. I'll just put a little kiki on there and call it a day.
I wanted to put it on a flat surface on the table so that I could see if the light reports were just going overboard. Like, because if probably the knees weren't super tight, but I didn't feel like it was falling on the floor. But I still went ahead and popped the caps off and tightened the screws.
Yeah, this is exactly what I did.
I didn't know that the cap pops off way easy.
Oh yeah,
I didn't watch any videos on it.
Take a spudger and go to town.
I just took a screwdriver.
Dude. I just didn't want to like scratch the finish on it, so I used the spudger. I was just like, yeah. All right, but back to this. So I'm kind of shocked you guys.
I'm not drooling over it. I know. It's just.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was more of a character in the movie.
Maybe if the joints were a little cleaner. I don't know.
And if Penny was posable, yes.
Yes.
I don't even see why she's not. I know she's supposed to be anime, but she looks just as animated as the Miles. They look like they're from the same world.
Yeah, I would purchase if Penny was posable.
I wonder if they just did that to keep a certain price point.
Probably.
Perhaps.
They probably think about that more than her.
If they made her posable, it would have pushed it up closer to like 150. And I think maybe their mindset.
In there.
But that would have been two. But that would have been two particular. That would have been two posable figures as opposed to a figure in a brick for 150.
Yeah.
Sell them separate.
So posing,
Well,
yeah, that would also work too.
I feel like the market for her would be so small.
I don't know. Cute anime chicks. People are buying them left and right.
A cute posable anime girl.
She could be $60 just like a Figma. She could be like a Figma.
I was gonna say, I think Good Smile would disagree with that entire.
Yeah,
that's
everybody's buying those cute anime girls, and they don't even have like a backstory on some of them.
True.
Give her gun. Yeah, make her cute anime, and give her those hands as well as some gun holding hands. She'd sell like that.
You got me there.
And of course, a different face. Like 3 or 4 different faces.
See, Sentinel could have actually split that up into a $90 figure and a $60 figure, and they actually would have made more money.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
or 80 and 60.
Yeah. But what do we know? We're not running a multi-million-dollar.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, that does it for news. I didn't have a discussion topic in here for the week, but I think we can go ahead and wrap it up here. I do want to give away something.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, come on. I gotta wrap it up. I do think we're gonna do one more giveaway for the end of the year. I haven't decided what that is going to be, so stay tuned, and I'll probably pick something up in the next week or two, and we'll figure out how we're gonna give it away on here. Our way. Oh, we have an extra Starscream. Okay.
I was gonna say, don't you also happen to have a hoist or?
Well, no, that like I said, that went in the pile for. I call him my nephew, but he's my cousin's kid, so he's gonna get a nice little Transformers pile for Christmas.
Yeah, that's the Spanish tradition.
Yeah. So, I think because he's always talking about like my collection and liking the Transformers, so I'm gonna give him not 1, not 2, but 3 Transformers for Christmas. So
these gifts, your gift expectations should be more than meets the eye.
Well, especially since my budget for gift giving got like demolished because of the all the
What's
house.
this? It's extra drywall. This is worth a fortune, kid.
Drywall, foam. Now I have to worry about pest control. Like, God, I had to mercy kill a poor little mouse yesterday because he had on a glue board, and yeah, that's not fun. So now I'm trying to. I've been putting off redoing the weather stripping on my garage. So, I basically I was in the middle of putting in like steel wool and foam, so the mice can't really get in through where the old weather stripping is. And it's just like working all day. I don't have the daylight to take the old weather stripping off. And as I'm trying to pry the nails out of the old weather stripping, the nails are so old and oxidized that they're breaking on me. So I have to take like pliers. So I'm like, man, I need like 6 hours of daylight to do this. And
I was looking at something. They expect people to catch mice and throw them outside.
I can't do that. They're going to come right back.
Yeah. That's what I was.
That's why you need a slingshot.
Yeah. So, like, I guess, like a story I probably should have told at the beginning of the show. It's like I'm like on the ground and I'm working and putting in like this steel wool and foam, and I hear this like sliding next to me, and I turn my head a bit, and there like this mouse got through not 1 but 2 glue traps.
Wow.
So its tail was like stuck in 1 glue trap and its body was on the other. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. and the thing's like screaming and struggling, and I'm like, it's like that one episode of The Simpsons where they go to Itchy and Scratchy Land, and like Professor Frig's like, why'd you have to make them scream?
You
So
wasted
like
2 traps on one body.
Yeah, wasted 2 traps with 1 mouse, and then like when they're on the glue boards, they're suffering, and I'm like, oh come on, dude, just have a heart attack and die. And so I had to put it in a plastic bag and took out my aluminum baseball bat.
Oh.
Well, you got to mercy kill them, man. You can't just let them suffer.
No, but you could you use the machete?
I don't have a machete.
Get this boy a machete, man. I'd rather at least.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, it went down in one whack. Like I hit it and it was gone.
Oh,
But like it's like
you channeled your inner Eskimo.
Yes. Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you're ever in Alaska, they say, "Hey, you want to go clubbing? Verify first what they're doing." At night.
Yeah. I think its last words were, "Maggie, I will find you," but
We might have to bring this offline.
At least it didn't go. At least it didn't say Martha.
Martha. Well, it was a Walking Dead joke there, but anyway, I think that'll wrap it up for tonight's episode. So before the end of the year, I plan on doing one giveaway. We'll probably also actually, you know what? No, we'll do a toy giveaway and we'll do a shirt giveaway. T's got a Starscream, so maybe we'll do a trifecta of giveaways to kind of like cleanse the palate of mouse slaughter. It's gonna do it for tonight. And I promise I will actually get that Larkin's Lair video recorded, and I plan on doing that on Sunday. So again, make sure you ring that notification bell. You gotta ring it for Dave's room tour, and then I'll have my room tour up on this channel as well when my room is situated. So ring that notification bell. Again, thanks to all the awesome folks in the chat who hung out, chatted with us tonight. You guys are awesome. We love you. We love hanging out with you every week. It's the thing that keeps us coming back. Again, Kielbasa slam that like button. And Dave, you got something.
Well, I was gonna say, because if things are going, I'm gonna be trying to do a live dry brushing demonstration. Because people are always asking me when I talk about dry brushing this, dry brushing that. I plan on painting some of these guys up. I was probably doing it live on the channel just because I can.
Well, there you go.
But you won't know unless you hit that button.
Yeah, ring that notification.
I don't have access to the Twitter.
All right. Well, that'll do it for tonight's episode. We'll be back here live next Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to join us. We might have a guest lined up, so stay tuned.
Is it me?
But that'll do it for tonight. We'll see y'all next week. We love you and stay awesome.
Good night.